Hello friends, welcome back for some more Olympus Chosen. So I've got a lot of catching up for you guys to do, so I'll try to make this quick. Then we'll jump into the city encounter and then into the scenario. So, as you can see here, I spent a lot of gold, as much as I possibly could without spending it all, because I want to get some blessings before we head into the next encounter. So let's do that actually really quickly, since we're sitting here. We are pretty close to devotion 5. So I figured it'd probably be a good idea to just everyone to do it. This puts us up to devotion 5, as I said, increases the wealth. There it goes. Oh, the prosperity, not the wealth, up to 5 from 4. So we're 2 away from a wealth of 5, where we will be getting some more gear at the merchant. And then we'll be able to be bringing in the next mercenaries whenever any of them decide to take a retirement. They'll be able to come in at level 5. No, sorry, level 5, because we're at level 4 at the moment. Okay. So, let's start with Electrona here. I did not buy any... I didn't spend any of her gold on gear, although I did consider getting that major healing potion, but I can wait. We have 40 more experience before we level up. I've got plenty of time. What I'm going to be doing here is a couple changes. First of all, defensive stance. Whoops. I've put the enhancement +1 on the shield persistent ability, so that they have the shield 2 with a -1 move for all moves. So this is, as I said, persistent. What I tend to use this, I tend to use this a lot more now that it's shield 2, right? But if there is a lot of movement, I won't use it until I get closer to the end, or if I'm really getting into a sticky situation and I feel like, hey, I need it, and I don't necessarily need the mobility anymore. This is necessary. So I use this a lot more. I know I haven't been using it a lot, but that +1 really makes me want to use it more. So I tend to use the top like once when I get the card back after a long rest, or a rest in general. Then I tend to put defensive stance out. The other thing I did was hammer blow. I put light element enhancement here. So as I had said in the last episode towards the end, when I make that attack 4, make it +1, so make it 5 with advantage, I am consuming and infusing with the same card. And that is absolutely a marvelous sight when it happens. So when you can do this. Now, obviously there are classes, Erebus included, that can consume in one ability, and then another ability, the second card, would be infusing the same element. In this way, I can just put this out. I don't have to worry about what my other card is. There it is. So now I can hammer blow into Path of Glory or defensive stance if I still have this in my hand. Which meant I needed to sell off the enhancement on Daybreak. And actually, since it's not working, I kind of just decided to do that anyway. I just kind of forgot to do it over the last few episodes. And yeah, so I sold it off, and I'm actually just dropping Daybreak altogether for maybe a scenario or two, because I want to bring in Beacon of Light. This heal 1 affects self and all allies within range 4 is pretty strong for the particular scenario we're going in. So I'll be using Beacon of Light. I'm dropping Daybreak. I might bring in Lay on Hands for that loot ability for Electrona, because she doesn't have any way of looting other than just standing on a pile of gold. So I might be bringing this one in and go back and forth kind of thing. If I don't need that heal 1 for everybody, then I'll bring in Lay on Hands and use this loot action instead. You know, there's also Protective Blessing and Cautious Advance if I need that extra shield, and even Purifying Aura. There's a lot of good cards that I have not been using for her. I feel like all of her cards, okay, Holy Strike even, all of her cards fits her tool belt very well. And I get into this mindset of these are the cards I want to use, and this is the one hand that fits them all, and that is not the case for anybody, and for that matter. So Electrona, I'm gonna try my best to kind of change things up from time to time, and we'll see how that works. Maybe this is the last time I do that. So anyway, I said I was gonna make this fast, didn't I? Hephaestus picked up wound enhancement for stun shot. Now I think this is an enhancement that a lot of people probably put, whether it's stun shot or any other stun abilities, where you can add an enhancement, you put a wound, and it makes sense. In this case, it makes the stun a little bit better, because regardless of, you know, shield, -1s or nulls or anything, I also wound them, so they're going to be taking damage regardless. So those high shield, low health enemies, this is a really good ability for them, because it controls them for a turn, and then also starts reducing their health for a round or 2 or 3, and then they die if they don't get a chance to heal up. So stun shot, really like putting wound ability or wound enhancement on that. As I said, I think a lot of people do this anyway. I was trying not to do this, but I had the money left over from the other purchase that I have for him, and it really fit into this like a key. So I just went along with it. I've done this like always in the past. So it is an ability that I really like to do that with. I don't think I gave him anything else. The problem was, here, let's go through. I guess I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this than I thought. Hook gun, for instance, +1/+1. Okay, I don't want to do either of those. This is a burned ability. Sure, I use Ink Bomb like every scenario that one time, so it's really good. Maybe adding an attack to it would be pretty decent. A poison could be pretty strong. Even muddling, you know, it's a pretty weak enhancement, but muddling 4 enemies sorry, 3 enemies, or any number of enemies actually, in a group is kind of a good thing, particularly when those are imps or oozes, and you're not going to be able to kill them per se, but muddling them is going to be a good thing. So net shooter, man, I was very close to putting wound on immobilize here to force myself to use that bottom ability, but I thought, you know, if I'm going to be able to use it, stun shot is going to be a sure bet. I use that top ability all the time for stunning, so wounding them here is going to be something that's going to be more reliable every rest, that is, once a rest at least. Whereas this, I don't know if I'm going to have him in that position to be able to use it. But I really wanted to do this, thinking, you know, he's throwing a net over an enemy. Maybe that net is now spiked, and he can wound that enemy on top of it. But I don't get to use that ability for that total strength all the time. I typically use it for a default move 2, but because of his boots, it's a for 3. So, what else? I mean, like heal. I could have gone with bless or some more heal, sure, but I typically use this for the bottom action more than for the top action. I already have a +1 on reinvigorating. This is a +1 here. I also thought, hey, I'll spend all of his money to throw it on disorienting flash for a target 3. Cool. That sounds cool. But it's a one-time use. And again, this is something that's going to be reliable. So, Sunshot. That's it. All right. I did want to spend a large chunk of money on the Doomed Compass. So I'm giving him the Doomed Compass. During your turn, force an enemy within range 5, which is basically anybody within a room, or most rooms. Perform a move 2 while with you controlling the action. So, hey, there's a trap. Take a step. Take a little jaunt in that direction. I really like the Doomed Compass. And since he's going to be laying some traps from time to time, Doomed Compass is going to be something we can use. So it is a one-time use, however, so that's a bummer, but it's pretty strong anyway. So okay, Vice this done. Erebus I spent quite a bit of time on, and money. I guess I spent all their money anyway, but I got a lot of cool things for Erebus. First up is prepare for the kill. I put a +1 to the move. Now that doesn't seem like much, but it is. It's a move 3 now. If you can see here, no move, no move. Wings of the Night, no move. Smoke Step has a move here. Move 3, okay, if you can consume here. No move, but a move 3 on the top. Spirit, no move, again. Doom, okay, finally, move 3. Just a move 2. Cloak of Shade. I'm gonna leave this out a little bit longer because I didn't get to use Empowering Void, and I do want to use it. But I also look at this ability, and I know this is a bit of a tangent, 1 minute. I look at this ability and I really want to like it, but I can only really pair it with like Grim Sustenance or a Silent Force, because these are his big attacks, and I don't really have like not a big attack, that's a kill, not a big attack. Okay, this one could be a move, move 3, attack 4, make it 8 with Empowering Void. So he doesn't have a whole lot of... Okay, here we go, another one, the attack of 4 here. And then an attack 4 here. So there are some ways of using it, but I feel like the ones that I really want to use it on might not be here yet. This would make it an attack of 6, which is pretty decent. So yeah, I think I'll keep it for now. I'll keep it for now because I do have this attack 4, and I have this attack 4 as well. So we'll keep it for now. We'll make it an attack of 8 here and or here, and kind of have fun with it. Back to this. Doesn't have a whole lot of mobility, as you could see. Yes, there's a couple move 3s on the top. Well, there's some movement on top, 1 or a 3 for Smoke Step, and then Dancing Shadows for a move 3 on top. But I think he struggles a little bit with those moves on the bottom. So I typically use it for the bottom. Let's make it a move 3 first, and we'll think about something for another enhancement later. Though somebody gave me a good idea as they're thinking ahead, and I'm not sure how far I want to be thinking ahead yet. So we'll see. We'll see. And I don't remember what his... killing bandits and cultists. Okay. So that was the only enhancement that I took. But if we go to the Enchantress here, you can see doesn't take any. Okay, has 2, but it's just an attack of 1 with 2 here. But I would typically use it for the bottom action anyway. Nope. Has 2 here. Again, I usually use it for this bottom action. Enervating Wound. That's a burn card. I don't know if I would put a sticker on this top ability anyway. Again, burned here. Yeah, a +1 for that move, or I've put a jump on a move 3 in the top ability before for another, which is really cool, another class. And this way it was, you know, move 3, I could move 3 over, jump over the front line, and then attack somebody from like the second line or the ranged characters or whatever, and still have a bottom ability to use. It's pretty cool. I like the jump on a move 3 on the top. I think it's really nice. But as you can see here, there's not a lot of places to put enhancements. Then we get to prepare for the kill, which leaves this card wide open. What do you want? There are 2 enhancements that you can put on the top or the bottom, which is another reason why I love this card so much. Yeah, I mean, I could put like a +1 shield on this. Sure. We could even go for blessing himself or strengthening, or any combination of the 3 there too. It's not too bad at all. But there's not a lot of options for him is what I'm trying to get at. So prepare for the kill is always the first one I really like to put a sticker on. More importantly, however, I purchased 3 items for him. First, the Jagged Sword. Since we're going to be in melee range all the time, then during your melee attack, add wound to a single attack. And we can get this back after a long rest. Cool. Sounds good, right? A legs item. Boots of Striding. This is... I mean, we've put this on a few others before. I like Boots of Striding quite a bit. Adding the extra move, particularly for somebody like Erebus, where I don't have that... I mean, he is mobile. Don't get me wrong. He is mobile class. But I like to make him extremely mobile. After playing with the Scoundrel, that type of class, a move 4, 5, 6, and then dropping all the way down to Erebus with a move 2, and I'm happy with a move 3. Boots of Striding is pretty big for him. Now this one comes back, as we know before. Jagged Sword comes back, as I've said before. Eagle Eye Goggles comes back after a long rest. So I went with the Moon Earring as another small item for him. And this is going to, it's a one-time use, but during your turn, refresh all of your spent items, which would be the Boots of Striding, the Jagged Sword, and Eagle Eye Goggles. So I'd be able to use these 2 times before a long rest. Or perhaps I need to take a short rest, but I want my gear back, so I use the Moon Earring with in combination with a short rest, so that I can get my stuff back immediately. So I like the Moon Earring. It's quite fitting for him too, as he is the Crescent class too. So okay, I hope that was quick and painless for you all. Let's jump into the city encounter, and then I'll discuss where we're going. As you shop for supplies, quite fitting, at the sinking market, your hand instinctively goes for the purse at your waist. It's gone. You quickly scan the crowd and see a small vermling darting away from you, heading directly toward a sewer grating. This must be the same exact vermling that was trying to sell us trash the other day. I think he was actually just sizing us up at the time, scoping out, you know, doing a little spying. Do we give chase so no one steals from you and gets away with it? Or do we take a clear shot at him with a bow before he disappears into the grating? Now, if I had somebody that was clearly good with the bow, I think that would be a good thing to go for. But I'm afraid of shooting a bow into what I assume we're in the sinking market is a crowd of people. I don't think shooting a bow just sporadically into the crowd, hoping to hit your target, is necessarily a good thing. Give chase. No one steals from you and gets away with it. Because we have the Tinkerer, maybe he's small enough that he can fit into that. I doubt it, but we'll give it a shot. No. Okay. The Vermling disappears into the sewers and you try to give chase, but after a few minutes you are hopelessly lost and are forced to give up. You know, I bet that Mind Thief would be able to do something about this. But that means we'd have to have a Vermling in our team. Alright, well that's unfortunate. We just lost some money, but at least we've purchased everything that I wanted, and we had some left over. It wasn't necessarily taking away from the funds that I wanted to spend, so could be worse. All right, what we're going to do here is, in light of what happened in the last scenario, in the last episode with Hail and closing the interplanar rift, I think we want to continue helping her in the plane of night. Have Hail examine the strange artifact. This was yet another one that, hey, we've had this artifact, we've been carrying this around, perhaps we just gave it to her, and she's been carrying it around hoping for us to return and want to take on this adventure. And it has imps. So, this is the reason why I want Beacon of Light. If those imps decide to start shooting some poison at us, then we'll be able to remove all of those poisons in one go with that heal. We also have these deep terrors. I don't think we've seen these yet. I don't know if we have. I have a feeling that I've talked about them, but that we haven't seen them yet. And I actually, this might have been the scenario I was talking about, or maybe it was both of those scenarios that I wanted to do them and then got sidetracked with some side quests. The gloom is strong. Its force is pulling me away from stopping it. So deep terror. These are interesting. They don't move, and they have some weird attacks. And then night demons, some more night demons. Wonderful night demons. We love night demons. They do, you know, we're going to be having some night issues between Erebus and them. So I'm hoping that they infuse and we consume in that order. And we don't want to be seeing them consuming our night or darkness beforehand. Alright, well, let's go.
Hale rubs her hands in excitement. On this day, I can tell you that for the first time, I do not regret turning you inside out when we met, she says matter-of-factly. The vessel of the elements. And you say it was under my nose the whole time? Amazing how some things get forgotten so easily.
I do not regret turning you inside out when we met. I don't remember this.
She reaches out to touch it, but quickly recoils her hand. Oh, so this is why you brought it to me. And here I thought it was a token of friendship. She frowns. That, she says, pointing at the artifact, is a clear case of bad gifting. You're going to have to clean this thing out before I can accept it. The artifact has been attuned to the plane of night, capable only of corrupting and destroying everything it comes in contact with. You could wreak a lot of havoc with this, but with such strong attunement, there's no way to control its power. You'll need to break the connection to balance it out. You stare at Hale blankly. Oh, what, do I have to do everything? She asks incredulously. Okay, look. I'm not going to go in there and fix it, but I suppose I can transport your essences through to the other side so that you can sever the shadow link yourselves. Hale begins to move her hands fluidly back and forth. Occasionally, a hand disappears down to her wrist, only to re-emerge, clutching colorful magics, which she begins to scatter over you. So it's all very simple. Soon you'll find yourselves in the plane of night. Just look around for a giant black pillar extending infinitely into the sky, and then destroy it. Once you do that, I'll bring you back here.
Oh, that's easy.
Before you even have time to object, your vision goes dark. At first you feel as though you're falling, but then you realize you're standing on solid ground. Your vision adjusts, and you begin to see features in your surroundings. You're in a cave covered in a slick black slime. And there are demons. So many demons.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Well, we just came back from the interplanar rift where so many demons were pouring out of it. So I think we're ready for it. Workhorse or protector? Protector sounds like her. Plunderer, loot a chest during the scenario. There's a treasure here. Health at the end is equal to 2 or less. Let's see if he can get into there quick enough to grab that treasure chest. Layabout gains 7 or fewer experience, or pacifist kill 3 or few. Whoa. Oof. Layabout, I guess. Let's go. And there they are. Look at those things. Not cool, man. Not cool. So these are the Deep Terrors. As I said, they have some weird attacks. We also have, well, there's 1, 2, 3. They're all normals. And they've got some traps ahead of them. Curses with 5 damage each, you say. We can definitely be pulling them across there. There's another one. And an elite night demon and a normal night demon. Okay, at the start of every round, dark is set to strong and light is set to inert. Oh! All mercenaries start with 3 curses. All mercenaries start with 3 curses. No, we do not. We do not. Let's see here. No. And no. That is where that pays off. So we do not get... These are, as you can see here, the... what is this? This is like a negative scenario effect. All mercenaries start with 3 curses. So all of those are... We have the necessary perk that drops those. Wonderful. Because those can be terrible. When you have to fight night demons with a bunch of curses, it's bad. Alright. A big arm corridor to a big room. Kind of looks like a hammer or something. And this, I assume, is where we're going to find the rock column that we need to destroy. So, okay, well, round 1. This is a problem. This is going to be a problem. We can use it, certainly use it, but we don't want to be, when we consume it, we don't want to be infusing it after, because then they could be consuming it after. Or we want to be going early to make sure that they cannot consume it before we do. And unfortunately, the Sunkeeper here, Electrona, she's not going to be able to use light ever. Yeah, that's a bummer. All right, that might actually, you know what I think? Since Oh, he doesn't have it. Does he? No. She's the only one with the mana potion. Okay, well, we're going to start off with Erebus first with Prepare for the Kill and Wings of Night to go invisible. And I think I'm just going to walk around here and block this way so that they have to walk, well, I guess it would be you has to walk through this. You'll be taking a curse along with 5 damage. Not too bad at all. 7 should be fast enough. As we saw in the last scenario, there was 7 allows them to go invisible. So the problem by doing this is I'm not consuming. And I thought about, I could run up and hit you, but I really want this one to walk through that trap. So I might actually do this. The problem with this is I don't know. I do want to kill this one, but I also want this to push through here. Another thing I can do here, well, we'll come to this in a second. Righteous Strength for a move 3 with shield, and Path of Glory for an attack 5. Why did I choose that? I don't remember. I think I was just choosing something. Yeah, I don't remember why I was deciding to go for that. Maybe I'll go for this instead. This is an attack 5 and strengthen. The problem, of course... No, I think this will be fine. Let's go with it this way. And then that way when she does make that attack, that he's going to be strengthened. But I guess he doesn't really need to be strengthened for my... Well, we'll go for it, I guess. Path of Glory. I don't know why I chose it, but we'll stay with it. And then he's going to go really late with a move 4 jump on Ink Bomb and Hook Gun. And I'm going to be able to either, I assume, I'm going to be able to pull this one through here, which would kill it, and open up a space that we can walk through. But, yeah, I don't think 74 is early enough for these Night Demons. So, I'm going to stick with what I've got here. Yeah, okay. I'm really glad that I actually went 7 with him first. So this is kind of unfortunate because the Elite Night Demon is going to be going invisible with an attack of 4. The attack of 4, whatever, but going invisible is kind of annoying. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's why I didn't want to do... now I remember. Okay, so I'm going to have to use the boots. Here, I've got an idea. They can't go invisible. I can't let them happen. Let that happen. Okay, so Deep Terror. The Deep Terror is going to attack 1, disarm, target all adjacent enemies. So if we're standing next to these things, that can be a problem. And then they're going to attack 3 at range 3, targeting 2. So 1, 2, 3. Whoever's in this range here is going to be getting hit. So here's what I'm going to have to do. I have to use my default with the boots, because if I use the Prepare for the Kill in this case, funny how this works out, right? If I use it for this now, then we will be allowing them to go invisible. I can't do that, right? So what I'm going to do instead... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if I do stand here and go invisible, this one's still going to be able to get around and attack her. I was thinking I could do that. But anyway, this way I'm not allowing them to go invisible. And taking somebody out at the same time. So what do I do? If I stand, no matter where I stand, I'm taking an attack of 3. Yeah, I guess it just happens that way. Alright, so we're going to stand here. So, I mean, I could go invisible. I feel like for an attack of 3 isn't really enough. I mean, if they pull the ×2 or a +2, that's too bad. But I'm just... Oh, he's gonna be moving... Okay, never mind. You know what? Go invisible. I don't want him to be taking a hit from this and one of the... and 2 of these. Yeah. Well, maybe not, but okay. Do I take those 2 cards back immediately? I don't think so. Okay. And, okay, we'll just mitigate all of that. I'll use my Bath of Glory attack here at disadvantage. Cool. 5 damage isn't too bad. And then I'm gonna move just slightly. Because I don't want this to be able to come back around here. Just stay right there, we'll deal some damage to it this way. While basically the other 2 are... If that's the case, then I should just keep going. Is that right? Yep. Confirm. That way I can just go late and it'll come up to me or whatever. And I've got this in my pocket, and I've been thinking I can maybe go early with her, so that if they do consume it, I can use it to infuse darkness again for the Night Shroud. Or I can still use it to infuse light, because these sometimes are impacted negatively by light. But for now, we're good. Okay. If this is the case, then here we go. The problem is that he's going to be attacked by... Well, if he stands here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if he stands here, then this one is the only one that can attack him. And we're going to be pulling it over. And another thing we can do this right now, is have this thing walk right into that trap. We can have one of these walk into the trap. But you can... Let me explain something really quickly here. Undo. It says, during your turn, force an enemy within range 5 to perform a move 2 action. Now that is anybody. These do not move, as I said before. They have a movement of nothing, of less than 0 even. So they do not move on their own. If this said move +2, then a null +2 is still null. You can't add anything to nothing, right? So because it says move 2 instead of +2, I think there's something out there that's a plus, is what I'm trying to get at. So you just have to be careful about this thing. But in this case, we can have this make a move, and then we can do a pull, and then have the other one, for instance, walk into that. And maybe that's what I should have done. I should have been thinking about it this way. Or I could have this one walk into this. I think for now, I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to pull you real quick. Ooh, wait a minute. I just saw that. Anybody else see this? So I could use this to attack both of them to pull into here. So this might have been okay, because it just going invisible saved from this attack here. So maybe that was okay, but this might be a pretty decent thing to do. Make an attack to pull both of them. This could be pulled here, and this can be pulled here. I think that is totally worth taking out 2 of them. And healing along the way. Great. So we'll just go right through there. So, let me see here. It looks like... yeah, they're getting cursed even though they're dying. Which is not my intuitive thought about cursing when they're dying. Now, maybe it's worth using the doomed compass just to make sure that this one walks or this one walks through here. Again, I'm gonna hold off. I really like the idea. Maybe I use the stamina potion now to grab that one so that it can pull that one too. But I think this one is basically dead. We're pretty much going to be able to kill this pretty easily. So I'm going to skip out on that. But I think it was worth using that bomb item to kill 2 of them right away. So now we only have to worry about this one and now this one. So, okay, round 2. And first up is Erebus, with Doomed Breeze for a move 3 and Curse, and then Grim Sustenance for an attack of 4 because we're invisible, and then stay invisible. Then we have Hephaestus with Stun Shot and Disorienting Flash. Stun Shot, Blitz, stun you, maybe get that wound on you a bit. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm afraid of using Stun Shot because if it goes invisible, then that's a problem. But I can't just be afraid of using it all the time, though. Let's actually use Toxic Bolt, and if I really feel like stunning him, I've got the stun powder there. Let's do it that way. It'll poison him too. And then we have Electrona with Tactical Order and Empowering Command, and I want to give some cards to Erebus, potentially. We'll see. Okay. So it could be attacking all 3 of us, but because these 2 are walking away, I could actually just stun him and not worry about that. And then we have the Deep Terror. Wound and poison target all adjacent enemies, and then an attack 3 at range 4. See what I said? They are weird. If you haven't seen these guys before, they are weird. Alright, well, let's move up to here. It's like a good place. Curse you. Keep those curses flowing here. That's curse number 3, and then we have an attack. Maybe we use the Jagged Sword, but I'm thinking we use Eagle Eye Goggles to make sure that it dies. You know what? I'm okay with this. Let's just straight up go for it. We're going to be invisible anyway, so... That sound always gets me. Okay, confirm action. We can skip it. We don't have to stay invisible. We can skip it, but I don't see why I would skip it. Stay invisible, right? That was good. That's good. We've only used our boots. We still have Eagle Eye Goggles. We have Jagged Sword. So we've used that invisibility actually to our advantage, which helped out in the end. So, yep, that's it. So I'm feeling like we stun it, but it's only going to be performing it's only going to be performing an attack of 3. It is going to be muddling her, but then she goes and we're not making an attack anyway. So I'm thinking I don't waste that stun powder. I just make this attack and walk away. Get a little bit of heal in there too, I guess. And I could, I could still have it walk over to here. Because I'm gonna be walking back here. I don't know if I want to. I don't have any other looting card, do I? No. Does he? He just uses loot. Yep. Okay. Well, I could do that, and then basically in the next round, make sure that he dies. But I'd kind of like to keep it to get through this corridor faster. We're okay back here, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip it. We're gonna walk around to here though. Like we're doing all right. I'm not too worried here. I'll take that move. 1, 2, 3. I could use my boots to maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to go opening doors, you know. But it looks like I'm stealing all of the loot away from the Night Shroud here, but oh well. So we definitely want Spirit of the Night. And I'm thinking Grim Sustenance because we can continue to use our invisibility right now. I like that idea. I also would like to get Prepare for the Kill back, but we can also go back invisible again. I mean, all of these look good, and I could use Major Stamina Potion to just grab the other 2 cards anyway, and I might be doing that. Or I might save it. We'll see here. Prepare for the Kill would be good, but here, you know what? Grim Sustenance. That invisibility, staying invisible is a good thing. Let's keep using it. And end your turn. Round 3. We're starting off with Erebus as per usual. I'm wondering 21 might be early enough. We'll just have to see. I'm just gonna have to play this game of hope. That's basically it. I can't force this to go later than me every single time, but anyway, Empowering Void. It's a move 2 and we can double the value of attacks this turn. And then Grim Sustenance would be an attack of 4, staying invisible. I'm gonna open the door. And if there seems to be, if there ends up being an enemy right here, then great. If not, I am heavily considering using the Moon Earring to use the Boots of Striding so that I can continue my movement, so that I can double the value of Grim Sustenance. Now, if they consume darkness beforehand, then oh well, then whatever. I just won't be doing it at all, probably. I can move 2 and then just stay invisible. And in that way I could actually stand on the doorway, stay invisible, and then block that room. And that actually would be a good... I think I'd like to try out the Frosthaven invisibility rule, because I think that is a pretty powerful move to just stand on the door and then being invisible and just it's easy to exploit. So it would be nice to have a rule that doesn't allow you to exploit it. Okay, anyway, whoops. 55, Electrona, Hammer Blow, illuminate the target. We'll see which way we go with it. Not sure yet. But it's probably going to be move 4 and then attack 5. Strengthening somebody and blah blah blah. Okay. Then we have Tinkerer Stun Shot and Dangerous Contraption. We're going to go late with you because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to reach him. And I might stun you, or I might walk into here and stun. But my plan here is kind of, you might be seeing, is I'm just going to be leaving this guy behind us, and we'll deal with him as he gets closer to us. If he just hangs out back there and I potentially wound him, then he'll eventually just die. If it's looking like it's becoming a nuisance, then I'll just have him walk into a trap with the doomed compass. So, moving 3 and attacking 6. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. He's not going to be reaching us. But we know that he's also not consuming. So let's walk into here. There they are. Oh boy. Why? Why are there so many of them? Okay, well, they don't move very far. A move 1, they have an attack 3 at range 4 with poison. Look at all this. Look at all of this. Why are there so many? Why does Isaac hate us? Okay. This might be... Think about this. And then 1, 2, 3. This might be like a good way to get Boots of Striding and maybe go for the major guy there. So I forgot about this. You're not allowed to use the Moon Earring in like a middle of a movement or something like that. I guess you have to. I don't know. The way that it reads, it seems wrong. I should be able to use this whenever I want. But it says during your turn. This says during your movement, so you could use this before or during your movement. So during your turn leads me to believe that I should be able to use that as I'm walking. But that's not the case. So unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do, I think if I just stay here, the only thing I'm really stopping is this. This would move 3, but all of these are going to be moving before it anyway. So I don't really know what I'm. It just seems weird that I would just stand right there, right? So what I'm going to do is continue in. And consume darkness, sure. Can I actually do this? Confirm action. Even if I'm not attacking? I guess. Well, I'll do it. I mean, it's good to know, I guess. It just consumes regardless of if I'm even going to use it or not. But anyway, yeah, these are going to be able to move regardless. There's an obstruction here or an obstacle. They're able to move and still try and target beyond him. So it's going to move here and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are going to get pelted by this. Fortunately, we're not going to take anything from that though. So I kind of want to use the major stamina potion just to get Grim Sustenance back. And then maybe I can even, I mean, I can take the 2 cards back that I just used. In this case, I would, let's see here, I can just drop Empowering Void, because it's not going to be used anyway. But what I can do is grab, let's see here, grab Empowering Void and Grim Sustenance again so that I can use it in the next round. And I'm thinking I like this idea because we need to get through this quick. This is insanity. To be clear. Okay. It's unfortunate. Well, okay, I won't be using this. So I can use Jagged Sword and I can use Eagle Eye Goggles even, and I can really make sure that I deal some damage in the next round. You are invisible, so we won't have to worry about this, but poisoned, of course. My goodness! Good, finally. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, if I move into here, try and take you out, that might be pretty helpful. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that would strengthen you, actually, which is a great idea. So let's move in to here. We'll skip the rest of our movement. We'll make this attack. It would be good to use that long spear, but... Hey, one down. You're strengthened. That's good. Man, do I hate imps. It's not only that I just hate imps, you know. It's the fact that when there's a black imp, there's like 5, 6, 7. They're always maxed out in any room that they're in. I've rarely seen like 3 imps in one space at one time. They just really love this. So I do have that healing potion, but I'm gonna hold off because I have this that I was waiting for, Beacon of Light. So I can use this, and then I can even follow it up with this. This is just really works perfectly for removing poisons. And then I can follow up with this and then heal up again. So that's probably what I'll end up doing for next round. End the Sunkeeper's turn. And who deserves this the most? I would love to maybe stun and poison you, or wound you, and then move up to here, or I guess I could pick up some loot. Let's do that. Let's control you a tad. Of course. Okay, it still did 1 damage, but I could have it... 1, 2, 3, 4. I can still do it from here. Okay. I'm going to stand here. I can still use the compass on it to move it in there. I could use it on you to push you into that as well. It looks like I could even put you in there. So cursing would be good. I'd really like to continue cursing them. They've only pulled the 1. It might be best to put you into there, but oh, I can't find you yet. That's okay. But it would be best to really kill one of these off, I think. I'm worried about what's coming here because... No, I'm not. I got it. We're gonna skip it. We're gonna keep going with this. I'll think about it for the next round, which is round 4. First up is Hephaestus. Surprisingly, Restorative Mist. I realized that I can also remove poisons and add a faster initiative-wise time. So heal 1 and then reinvigorating elixir. So remove the poison, heal for 4. And I realized, you know, this guy's stunned back here. So I'm going to be moving up here, and I might be following it up with a stun and gas canister. And we can just throw trap here and then walk away. We don't even have to worry about this guy. The only problem would be if... I don't think it's going to, but it would walk this way through the stun. It shouldn't. It should walk through. It shouldn't look at the traps, is what I'm trying to say, and judge which one's best for it. It's going to walk through the fastest if they're all hazardous, basically. Okay. Yeah, so trap, probably in the next... We'll see. We'll just have to see. Then Night Shroud. Let's go for Empowering Void and Grim Sustenance. And then I'm going to follow it up with, because I assume what's probably going to be happening is Beacon of Light, going late with Electrona. 72 for that heal, and Beacon of Light to remove the poisons again, because almost inevitable, it's inevitable. They're going to be attacking, right? So I'm going to try to get through this round. I want them to clump up so that Feistus can make a major attack. And it might be with something like Disintegration Beam. If I can really get some of these 5s next to each other, that would be wonderful. Alright, let's see if we can... Of course, they're all just going to be healing. And then this guy's going to be a move 3, attack 8. But because we're consuming that first, we'll be fine. So, okay, fortunately, they are healing, so we're not taking any damage. But at the same time, this way we can, you know, take our time and maybe move up. We won't use those heals at this time, so we will heal her up as much as I possibly can, though. I still have this in my pocket here, but the problem is here, if I put you, for instance, into there, then you are going to be down 5 damage, alright? Then they're all just going to heal you up. So I'm not going to use it here. We'll see. Okay. And I've got that stamina potion. I don't think I'm going to use it. Right. How should I move around? This guy's going to move 1, 2, 3 if this is dead. I'm thinking of continuing on moving, I think is the best idea here, right? Yep. Alright, don't fail me here. Okay. This is not how I interpret this. I'm not sure how this should be interpreted. Double the value of all your attack abilities this turn. It says attack 2. Yes. So how the game is interpreting this, and I think I want to say that's wrong because since we're invisible, it is a +2 attack. So the attack is attack 4. Is how I would interpret this. I'm not sure if that's the way it should be interpreted, though. Because it could be attack 4 +2, which is the way that the game is doing this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Sorry, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this because I don't trust that I'm going to be able to pull a +2. I could pull the ×2, and that would be ideal. So 1, 2, 3, 4 would be my chances here out of all the other cards. But if I have a wound, then I can pull this. So I'm gonna use that. Wonderful. Hey, that's exactly why I did that, right? Okay, stay invisible. So he's the only, I believe he's the only one in here that is elite. So he's going to go first, die, and then everybody else won't have anybody to heal. Oh man, they're doing it. They did it. They did it. Oh, I love it. Well, I mean, in this case, let's just heal up. There's no reason to move anywhere. I mean, I could move and pick up some loot, but I could also do that later too, so. Just heal up completely. I'm alright with that. And I still have that for next time, that's good. Round 5. going to be going as early as possible with disintegration beam. Ronk. The problem... Oh, man. Okay, it's not a problem, but I had considered adding this right here. I think it just cost... Oh, actually, it cost maybe 90 because it's a level 5, so 10 gold per level on top of 1. So that would have been on top of that. Yeah, so this would have been 90, I think, is what it was. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know, how many times? How many times am I going to see it? But even I've used this in the case where it was like I couldn't get somebody here, or I couldn't get close enough to get those 3. So I had one here, here, and there. So that's also a very good choice. But you know, when stuff like this happens, yes, it's hindsight, but we're gonna be taking out 3 of them at least. So I can't really complain. And we're going to start off with the Tinker, as we saw before. Right through here, I do have a problem, because Tinker's Tools and Gas Canister was what I was going to use to protect our rear back here. So that might not be the case. If it pulls up a move 3, which it almost certainly will, it has a movement of 4, then it's going to be attacking him. And that's not good, man. That's not good. So we're gonna have to figure that out afterward. I was considering actually to move this to 26, but I don't want them to be going too early. So we'll go with that. Mobilizing Axiom 23 in defensive stance. I'm not sure which way I'm gonna go with this, but I think it's mostly, hey, we're just gonna like get moving a little bit and then make an attack, I think is what my idea is here. And then finally, the Night Shroud, Spirit of the Night, hoping that they don't consume. You know, I mean, I could go with this, but where he's standing now is he's not gonna be able to do anything. You know, we're already killing these anyway, so I'm gonna go late. And I was also thinking, you know... Oh, I forgot what I had here. I think I had this. What I might do instead is... let's get Wings of the Night. If they end up consuming this, then I can at least stay invisible. Alright. Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm so happy they pulled that. I can't tell you how happy I am that they pulled this. Shield 5, heal 1. They're not moving, which is phenomenal, and then they're shielding up thinking that that's going to be extremely helpful. It's not. It's not. That's a major attack. That kind of sucks for you, man. But Tinker, let's do this. I don't think I got it in time. I don't think I got it in time, but that's alright. I mean, what I can do, obviously, I can use this to make him move into that. I can use this to make him move back there, and then he's going to go 1, 2, I mean, he's still going to be able to get back there. I can move. Undo. I can move away so that this is going to go, how far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Still going to be attacking her, so I'm thinking that what I should do is try and split it up as much as possible, right? I don't want one of them to be getting hit for an attack 5 twice, right? I think this guy's getting pesky enough that I might have him walk into the compass, or use the compass now. think that I might do that. It's kind of a bummer that, you know, I've put so much effort into trying to kill him and now I've just left him behind, but I think it's best. Actually, you know, if I don't do this and I just walk away or I stand here, then he's going to be attacked twice anyway. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. You know what? Let's use it. I think it's best. Just take him out. It will potentially curse too. They're up to 3 curses. Thought they had 3 curses to begin with. I'm gonna have him tank it though, while picking up some gold, of course, because he still has the steel ring, so we can tank that. Oh, we will certainly tank that. And I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Maybe just a move to there. I was kind of thinking I can use my boots to get beyond it again, but... Oh, I clicked something wrong there. I could also move up to here and use my boots. I think I'm gonna just not use my boots at all. Just walk over here. Well, that's cool. I'll take that. And if that's the case, you know, we'll walk over here and kill one of them. So I mean, we're making some good progress here. Round 6, we've cleared the first room. We're down to 3 enemies in the second room. But we have the Night Shroud, who has killed how many enemies? I don't know. It'd be nice to know. I guess we'll find out at the end, but at least the one here, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe? I don't know. I think he's taken out 5 so far. We're going to be... Layabout is not a good thing for him. Particularly when he has darkness is strong every round. That's not really going to work out for him, but... That's going to work out for him, but not for Layabout. And then, yeah, just a long rest with you, I guess. And for you... We'll do something like this. Smoke Step and Dancing Shadows. We'll go early so I can try to get up here to take on one of you. Alright, we'll do it that way. Okay, so going super early with an attack of 4. And then they have cursing and poisons and all that fun stuff. Oh, good. Yeah, really good. I'm happy that you attacked him first. Wondering if I should even walk away now. Oh. Instead of walk up here, maybe kill somebody? I mean, the attacks of being disadvantaged is pointless for him. But if I can take out one of them, that would be good. Okay, I think here's what I'm gonna do. Undo this. This is... I guess let's do this first. Because I can move up to here. I'll take you out, and then I can decide if I'm going to stay there or not, or where I'm going to go after that. Let's do it that way. We can use this. Wonderful. And I guess I'll just pick up some loot. I don't know. It's just the one attack. I can use this now, but I'll probably end up just resting anyway. Taking a long rest. Yeah. So, Tinkerer. I could have the Tinkerer throw those traps down there, jump over, and then pull him across them. I don't know if I really care to be that crazy right now. I also like this idea, but you're not close enough, so it wouldn't really help all that much. So I think what I'm going to do is have you move over here. I'll put the trap down here. And then I'm just gonna, I will end up using it to pull. I'll just do it that way. I guess after I take a long rest here. Everyone's taking a long rest. Yeah, that's not... I would rather basically anything else. And I moved too close to you. I'm kind of thinking Beacon of Light without looking at anything else. Let's get rid of Beacon of Light because he's got that ability. I think since I have the Tinkerer with that one ability, Restorative Mist, that I will probably just have her drop it and I won't use that at all. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Although, I mean, it would be good to get rid of these poisons too, but I don't know. It's too late now, of course. Round 7. That was pretty easy. We're going to go Electrona first, Righteous Strength for the move and shield, and then Path of Glory for an attack of 5. That's it. So we'll just end up here, and she'll be the tank for him, and he'll be over here for this thing. This isn't typically going to do a lot of damage, but because he's poisoned now, that could go wrong. And then long rest, long rest. That'll get rid of the poisons. Good, okay. Black Imp, not going to do anything. And not going to be... it's too early. But she has plenty of health, so she's okay. And she has already rested, so she can mitigate now. Oh. 2? I guess I read that wrong. I thought it said something about if next to an adjacent. So, anyway. Good. Good, 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 good. That's perfect. And I'm just going to use my boots because I... no, you know what? I'm not going to use my boots yet. I want him to stand right there for the next round. Because I'm pulling him over that trap here. Yeah, let's use that healing potion. Funny how 18 going super early was not early enough for these types of enemies, right? Okay, let's get rid of that. Well, we definitely will be using this, better believe, next round. And want to keep that. like to keep this only because the initiative probably won't be able to use this very often. This card might be gone very soon. I might switch it up a bit with him. I'd like to keep this one, and Empowering Void I'd really like to keep for that major hit. So yeah, I guess Burning Dancing Shadows is what I'm going to be doing. And then for you, I think Tinker's Tools is probably a good one to drop. Yep, Tinker's Tools. Round 8. Another pretty simple round. I think I have this figured out pretty quickly. Erebus going quick with 7. Prepare for the kill, just for the movement. And, well, for the initiative, so that we know that we're going to have darkness ready for him. And then Spirit of the Night to kill this guy. 17 for Hephaestus. I'm hoping that's early enough, but if I have to take a hit, then that's okay. And Hook Gun to pull him over, and then Restorative Mist to, I guess, heal you a little bit? I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then 29 for Electrona. Tactical Order, let's get moving and healing. Great. They'll both be dead. So we'll move up. I guess if I go too far, then that one heal isn't going to be enough, but I also don't want to waste all of that movement. So I'm just going to walk away. Far away. We'll use this. You're dead. Yeah, I think I was trying to say earlier that getting through this first room and second room is super, super painful. But because I had a Tinkerer with Disintegration Beam, and that lined up perfectly, and then Spirit of the Night has killed numerous enemies, it's worked out very well with these two, this pair here. So this could have been extremely painful and frustrating to get to here. We have only rested once each, which is insanity. I'm starting to really like this word, insanity. All right, let's pull you across that trap. Almost didn't even need to. Because he's walked away, I'm just going to use this movement here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are leaving a lot of loot behind. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 gold just sitting around, but I don't know what to say. So I just won't say anything. Alright, let's use my boots, and we're gonna... Actually, let's pick up... Yeah, I don't like how that does that. Go that way, please. Let's pick up this loot, as I'm talking about how much loot we're leaving behind. Skip that movement and heal you up a tad. We go. So round 9. We all have enough cards. We're just gonna be opening this door. Not worried about cards at this point. But we want to be dealing damage quick to the rock column. Quick. Quick. How much do you want to bet? Wasn't there a third type of enemy that we were supposed to be fighting here? It was black imps, night demons, and there was something else. Oh, that's right. That's right. Those things. The or whatever they're called. Okay, round 9. Let's open up this door. Take a gander at the rock column. I hope that it goes off the top of the map. I am going to be a bit disappointed if it does not extend to, like, I won't be able to see the top of it. I'm hoping for that. All right. We're going to be opening up that door with... Yeah, he's already blown past layabout. We still have plunder, and we still have protector. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm all right with this. We're going to be opening that door up with a night shroud. Doomed breeze for a move 3, potentially move 5 with those boots, and wings of the night to go invisible, of course. We'll make that attack 1 somewhere. We'll maybe test the strength of the rock column if I can make it there in time. If not, then we have things like the jagged sword to start wounding something. All right. Then we're going with a Phaistus, net shooter, and disorienting flash. Net shooter is going to get him into the doorway, and then be able to stun a couple enemies. I really love that. I really wanted to get a move 4, but I want to be going in early enough. So I'm hoping 19 is early enough. If not, then at least they're stunned for the next round anyway. Who cares? Okay. Then empowering command and hammer blow. Let's move in with a 4, and I'm going to give a couple more cards back to Erebus, notably Spirit of the Night and Prepare for the Kill. I don't think I'm going to be bringing either of these 2 cards back. We'll just have to make that decision when we get inside. So let's open up the door first. Do we want to use the boots?
Just as you're beginning to think that hail sent you to the wrong place, you gratefully see the outline of a tower in the distance.
That is a bit disappointing. That was supposed to be stretching out to the top of the sky.
The thing is massive, with twisting ropes of darkness weaving in and out of one another, reaching up through an opening in the cavern's ceiling above you.
Come on. No, it's not. Oh. Okay, I mean, that's beautiful. That could have been a lot better. All right. I'll let it go. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 normal enemies. Strange. No elites. So he's going to be able to do some work on getting rid of them. Or we can just focus. But I think I like the idea of trying to take out some of these enemies, because still haven't seen it. They've got 1 attack that I do not want to see right now. Okay. 1 ability, that is. So, attack, move 5, attack 3. And then they're going at 84. Attack 2, target all adjacent enemies. And then a range attack, wounding. Okay. That's also why I brought this card along, was to get rid of all of the wounds. And I got rid of it. Alright. So, a problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna be blocking them. Okay, do I continue my way into here? Because if I just stay as is, yes, these guys will be attacking us, but at least I'll be able to move in. What are we looking like here? We can go in and stun. 1, 2, 3, but I can't if the doorway is yeah, I can't. 1, 2, 3. I can't do it if he's standing right there. Oh, you're kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're both going to be standing right there. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's go in. Let's go in because her cards allow her to attack 4, and then the adjacent ally can also attack 4. So maybe we'll be able to take one of them out and then be able to pour in while he is in here just being invisible and attack, right? Maybe that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I think it's best that we do it. We can curse you. What? Okay. I can actually make an attack against you with wound as well. So what are you? Immune to all conditions, shield, retaliate, push, pull, swap, blah blah blah. Got it. Okay. Well, I will make this attack with wound. Okay, you are number 5 and you're number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5. Since it's a tie, he's going to stand right here. So we will make the attack against you. Got it. Good. And so far, we're doing pretty well. I mean, he could stay visible, but then he's going to be getting a lot of attacks. So in this way, these two aren't attacking anybody. And that's something, I guess. We might be able to kill... We should be able to kill you, honestly. What? You jerk. Kinda want to burn a card here. Toxic Bolt. I'm gonna burn a card. That was just too painful to let go. Yeah. That would have been... It would have been better to have it switched. I would have been okay with that. Now, the hard part is... I don't want to do either of... like, any of this. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll make this attack. I'll have him make that attack. And then I might be able to do something like that. We're just not even going to move either. This might work out pretty well, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do want to bring a card in. Let's actually bring a disorienting flash right back. So I can walk in, once these are dead, walk in to stun these two. Alright. This isn't so bad. Okay. Now it's getting a little worse here. We got one down. That worked out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That worked out. Ah, I didn't see these. Okay. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. So we're gonna try that out, and then keep staying invisible. Let's go. Let's walk in with an ink bomb, and we'll go disorienting flash now, while she needs to kind of continue to deal with this. I need to get her into the room before I pull up defensive stance. I don't want to pull it back here because then she's screwed. So let's go with something like this. and then you walk in with disorienting flash late. Or let's walk in with the stun shot now, I think. That might be the better thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stun. Now let's go late. I don't want any of this stuff to be attacking him. And then I'll pull out like the dangerous contraption too, so. Yeah. Crap. Like, if you're gonna center it, at least center it. Never understood why it attempts to center, but it doesn't actually. All right, let's make this attack. Let's use this. We'll make that attack there with advantage. It's gonna be an attack of 4. Let's pull something good here. That wasn't good. Then we have another night demon coming in here. So we just absolutely... We got a little bit of screwed here. Let's go here. I don't know why, but might be able to block this. Okay. Well... There's nothing for you to do. What are they doing? It's a range 3. Got it. So... skip that attack. But strengthen you. Why not? And start moving a little bit more. Getting a little scared here. That's great. So that's dead. That's going to... let's see. It's going to take a wound while it's stunned next round, and then it's going to die from the wound. So that one's dead. They're just gonna keep spawning. We've kind of got screwed here. That extra movement of keeping us out here, and I did not know about these spawners. I didn't see that. So yeah, interesting. Interesting. Let's maybe go for. Let's take that out now. Actually, let's do this. Okay. Here's another. This is a weird attack, as I keep saying. Attack 3, Pierce 3, and it looks like that. Then they're not moving, which is great. She's standing right next to one, so she's gonna take two. At least this one's not going to be attacking. And from where he's standing, he can just sit here and attack. It's all cool. This is an attack of 4. This is an attack of 4, and going to be consuming this to heal up, so I'll take that. I'm going to use this now so that I can use the Eagle Eye Goggles now. Super worth it. And from here, this is going to be attacking him, but he'll be able to move out of the way. This is going to be attacking this. Oh, this one's dead, right? So here, or here. So they've got some weird things, but they're kind of easy to maneuver around. You don't have to do too much. Might have you move back over here. I don't know why. I'm afraid of this thing coming around, so I'll just move this way. I'm still out of the way. That first one doesn't pierce, this one... That one does pierce. So that was good. That was good. Okay. From here I can stun, which is fantastic. So you're dead. Both of you are stunned for this round so that she can actually move up a little bit. Let's go pick this up. Better not be a trap. Please don't be a trap. The Robes of Summoning. Can't look at it yet, and he has it. So that means we can just sell it, which is probably what we'll do. And, I mean, I'd like to use this. But I need to get moving. I need to continue moving. So I'm going to use this as an attack here. And then we'll keep moving. I need to get in this room is what I'm trying to get at here, because standing out there, not that she's like dealing a ton of damage, but I don't want them to be taking all the damage while she's just stuck out here between these two, so. Okay. So this wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. It looked pretty simple, right? Just a couple enemies here, a couple enemies there, and then this column. Well, we kill one, we kill another. Yeah, well, it's not that easy. All right. I don't think I have time for a long rest here, so we're going to go short rest. Oof. Redraw. That's kind of the one I want, but I also don't want... Okay. I also didn't want defensive stance to go down, so... yeah. Okay. Well, how about everybody else? You've got a couple... You're fine with that, actually. And we probably want a short rest with you. I mean, that's okay. Alright, let's see, round 12. Alright, we're starting off with Electrona, with Righteous Strength for a move and shield, and then Path of Glory for an attack of 5, standing right there, or here, or here. I don't know where we're going to put her yet, but I want her to be the tank. I want her to be taking all of the damage from now on. But I also don't want her to just straight up die either, so. Then 23, Armor of the Knight for this, and Smoke Step for a move. Let's see where I should be standing. I'd like to be standing adjacent to her, right? Because we wanted to keep Illuminate the target for that reason. It's good, regardless if it's top or bottom action here. It's going to be good as long as he's standing next to her. And Gas Canister, Dangerous Contraption. We'll see. Maybe I just stand here, we pull this out and burn that, and we start using this. But 1, 2, 3, that means somebody standing here would be getting those cards. So let's see about that. Night Demons, they're not moving. And we can get out of their way so that we're not taking any of these hits, actually, which is pretty cool. Maybe we'll be getting one of them. Maybe this one. Then the Deep Terrors. Yeah, they're this one only, of course. So it's just an attack 3 at range 4. It's going to be able to hit one of them. Maybe I put her in that position to take that. So... right. But I'm just going to move up to here. Okay. confirm. So she's going to be taking this hit, and he's going to move over here to take that hit. Oh, okay. Maybe we're going to be finishing this right now. Do they need... Is anything... I was going to use this, but... Okay. Right, we want to use this. I mean, we're going to move over here regardless. I just want to make sure... Skip the rest of that movement. An attack of 4. Wow. They were not messing around there. We'll take that. That was all that we needed to do. Yep. I was going to say, there's no way we're going to have enough to be able to take all these out, but... So, I mean, yeah, I'm still going to do this. We haven't had the chance to play this yet. So now we get to choose somebody just to see how it works. I guess it doesn't really matter though, does it? You. And we'll take smoke step. Dead. There it is.
With one last swing, the tower of black rope severs. The strands writhe and whip around, quickly ascending out of the cave, as if falling away up into the sky.
Ooh.
The ground shudders, cracks form beneath your feet, and there is a loud grating noise as the whole chamber shifts and begins to crash downward.
And it's just the 2, right? Yep. That's too bad. Alright, well, I mean, honestly, there was no way we were going to be able to do that, but the other, I mean, this had a better chance than killing less than, was it 3 or less enemies? There was just no way that was going to happen. 6 enemies killed, which I thought was going to be much more than that, honestly. Tinker also took out 6 enemies. But as you can see, you know, not having Ate, the scoundrel class, we're not getting 100 damage from somebody. 43 is pretty decent for the Night Shroud, considering he killed, I think, 3 just using that one ability card that doesn't deal damage, it just kills outright. So, yeah, pretty good. 11 XP at the end of the day. And cool. Yeah, Feist is picking up some loot, which is good. Alright, let's get out of here.
As true panic sets in, you're whisked back into the crooked bone, with Hale standing in front of you. Oh my, that connection receded much more quickly than I'd anticipated. You're quite lucky I was able to pull you out of there before the whole place collapsed in on itself. The attunement has certainly been severed, though. The artifact is perfectly balanced. Hale picks up the vessel with her hands and studies it closely. A true marvel. All fun aside, though, if you're looking for the entity who could have attuned it in such a way, I may have something for you there. She sets down the vessel and pulls a map out of the air, laying it on a rickety table. After the connection to the plane of night was severed, I briefly felt a tug on the artifact from 3 different locations. It was being used as a power source, but with the source depleted, the tugging stopped almost immediately. I was still able to pinpoint the locations, Hale states triumphantly, marking the map. Here, out in the misty sea, deep under the surface, another one in the dark parts of the Dagger Forest, and finally, one high atop the peaks of the Coppernecks. Hale straightens up and reaches for the artifact. I'll keep this safe here. You look at her disapprovingly. Okay, fine, she says. You can hold on to it. Probably safer with you anyway. Just promise me you'll let me take a closer look at it sometime.
She wants to play with her toy. Okay. 10 XP, as always. We've got the Doom Trench out in the Misty Sea. Slave Pens in Dagger Forest. And the Treacherous Divide in the Copperneck Mountains. Great. Opened up a lot of new pathways here. New pathways for us to get pulled into, so looks like, oh, that's right. Let's take a look at the Cloak of Summoning, was it? Robes of Summoning. This isn't going to be that great for him, but during your turn, perform a heal 2, target any summoned ally. It's not the best for him, particularly when I'm already pretty deep with Cloak of Pockets, meaning, you know, he's already filled those pockets up with some pretty decent equipment. So we'll be selling that off. It costs 40, so we'll be gaining 20 gold back, which is not too bad. And that'll do it. I think we got really lucky, particularly there at the end, that last turn where Electrona and Erebus both pulled ×2s. So, and Erebus also pulled a ×2 before, I think. So yeah, we got pretty lucky taking that column down pretty quick, but we also did really well in that corridor, taking out something like 5 enemies without even blinking. So I think that was pretty good. That was a pretty decent scenario attempt. So pretty happy with that. I think that could have gone very, very poorly. I think that could have gone very far in the opposite direction. So I'm pretty happy with that result. Well, that'll do it for this episode. I think I will be probably going after one of those 3 new locations for the next time. So I'll take a look at which one maybe, and then go from there. But I could always be pulled in another direction to maybe attempt stopping the Ravens again at Sacrifice Pit, or going back to Payment Due to claim our reward. We still have to do that. I also want to... It wasn't you. I also want to get Hephaestus his retirement. We need to find some lurkers and Spitting Drake. So the lurkers I've seen once or twice, but I don't know if we have any open ones with lurkers. If that's the case, we might just go for that one. Otherwise, I might just do a previous scenario that we've already beat with lurkers in it so that he can start hunting for them, but I might not show all of that in an entire episode by itself. I might show like highlights or something like that, in the way that I did the Oozing Grove. So the Spitting Drake, that will come. I think there's a couple scenarios that I might just go in that direction if I just need that one last one. Electrona, she needs 3 more bosses. Oh, interesting. Boss quest completed. It's showing that there are some that we've already completed. There's 4 that we've already completed, and so we could redo any one of those, is what I'm seeing as. Like, these are options that we can redo for these boss scenarios. So I mean, that could be, again, we could do like barrel layer, redo that one, redo Diamond Mine, with a completely new team for both of those. Would be cool to take another look at that with new classes. I don't think I would do Infernal Throne again or Gloomhaven Squared A again. I don't think I would attempt those for a second time. Barrel Layer and Diamond Mine might be something I'd be interested in, so we'll just we'll keep looking at that. But anyway, that'll do for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. You can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. As always, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you next time.